So Wuthering Waves completely caught me off guard today as they've actually released a ton of new stuff about their new update. But this isn't just any old update or any old kind of drip marketing for an update, as this is an entire new region which has gotten a ton of people extremely excited. But first of all, I'd just like to say thank you to Kuro for actually releasing this at a time that I can actually make a video on it, because it's currently about 10:30 in the morning right now, and usually Wuthering Waves like to release stuff at like 4 AM for me, but this time it's a little bit different, which means I can get this video to you as quickly as possible. But in this video, we're going to be going through all of the teasers that they've actually released, as they've actually released a fair few of them, and kind of talking about what they could mean and what it means for the future of Wuthering Waves. But before I get to this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy it, and also go over to GameStop, use my code KAZA where you can get yourself 10% off a ton of cups and tubs. I definitely recommend going over there. They've got a ton of really cool events on at the moment, so I definitely recommend checking them out. And yeah, you'll just get 10% off if you use my code at the checkout. So check out the link below, and let's get back into the video. So we're going to start off with the first teaser, which was released about 38 minutes ago, which is a pretty big one, which says, "Upon a distant shore, hashtag Wuthering Waves, hashtag Rinascita." Now, if you don't know, Rinascita is one of the new regions that is actually coming to Wuthering Waves. This has been mentioned a ton in the story, and also a lot of content creators, especially lore content creators, have talked about Rinascita for a very, very long time, and it's just going to be very interesting overall to see what's in it. Now, this is the kind of structure that Wuthering Waves have gone for the drip marketing here, as it's a kind of like ribbon kind of thing, also showcasing some kind of like artifact. Now, let's just draw our attention to the logo in the corner here. We can see there's a kind of like horse kind of dragon thing, and it's like kind of covering, I don't know how that is. But again, it's very exciting to see. It says Reguna or Raguna, and then it says Rinascita down on the bottom, which does confirm that we are going to be getting Rinascita next. People are unsure what region we would actually be getting next, but it is Rinascita. And they also leave this image of this staff with a bird on it. Now, I don't know exactly what any of these items are, and you'll notice a trend in the other ones as we go through these. They don't really give any context on behind what this is. People have been speculating though. Some people are speculating that these could be new weapons, and obviously they'll correspond with the characters that come with them, which again is very exciting, and it means that Wuthering Waves have been planning a whole new cast of characters to come to the game. And honestly, this staff looks really, really cool, so if it does become a weapon, that might be something that I might consider pulling for. I mean, again, we don't really know what kind of correlation this does have to Rinascita. It could be something to do with like some kind of like landmark or whatever, or something like that, or it could have nothing to do with a character. You never know. But again, it is very exciting to see that. And if we keep going up, you can see that if you actually add all of these ribbons together, they actually kind of connect up into one big kind of shape, which is very, very cool. But the next one says the Carnival Beckons, which has some kind of mask, which, you obviously see in like a kind of like posh setting kind of thing, like a mask dance or something like that, which again is very, very cool. And we've seen this like kind of imagery a lot, especially back in Honkai Star Rail with like sparkle and stuff like that. So it would be really cool to see what this kind of means. It does kind of hint at the fact that there might be something kind of mischievous or something like that going on in the background. That's what the kind of connotations this mask gives off. But again, it would be really cool if this was a kind of weapon too. Maybe there's a whole new weapon type of a mask or something like that. Again, it's really, really cool to see. And, again, a lot of people have been, speculating what this might be, because this literally could be anything. Obviously, Rinascita is going to be absolutely massive, and there are so many possibilities that these items could be. Now we go on to the next one, which seems to be some kind of box with a lock and key. Now it says, "Let's set sail," which again, I'm not sure what that means. But, some people are speculating that this also could be a weapon. I don't really know. It's a suitcase kind of thing. Again, it would be really cool to see some kind of interesting weapon types, but I'm kind of unsure on whether that's going to be the case. I think this just could be some kind of like collectible item or something like that. I'm not really sure. Again, all of this stuff is very, very cryptic, and a lot of you guys in the comments are probably screaming, what you kind of think it is. But I think it's purely up to interpretation here. And obviously, as time goes on, a lot of lore kind of enthusiasts will probably get behind this and actually, try to research it a bit more before it comes out. And then we go on to a tie, which again, I don't think this is going to be like a weapon or anything, but it could symbolize the kind of, a character design or something like that. Obviously, there's been quite a few characters out there that have worn like suits and ties. Obviously, Yuan Wu, I'm pretty sure, wears a suit and tie. I don't know if he actually wears a tie, but again, they kind of wear that kind of clothing. So it kind of makes sense that this could like kind of symbolize a character. Or some people did point out that this could actually symbolize some kind of new faction or something like that, which could introduce a whole new set of characters with a kind of like uniform kind of style, which again, I think would be very, very cool. And I am very excited to see, what kind of happens with that. And then finally, for the very last one, a lot of people are very excited for this one, as it's a kind of like ice gun thing, or like a crystallized gun. I'm not really sure what this is. Obviously, it seems like a big like shotgun, because as you know, we haven't really had a 5-star gun character, which again is going to be very exciting to see. And that's what a lot of people are speculating, that this could be the weapon for a new character that uses a gun type weapon, because again, they did add a ton of those types of characters into the game in forms of 4 stars, but never really kind of emphasized on it with the 5-star aspect, and has given us a ton of kind of swords and stuff. But again, they say, and behold, its grand unveiling, which again, is really, really cool. Now, all of these items, I think is very exciting to see, because if they are weapons, I think that it could mean that they're trying to go in a different direction of just giving us like plain swords and stuff like that, which, you know, they have been doing recently, but it seems like they might be going into a kind of different direction. But I feel like not all of these are going to be kind of, you know, teasers for weapons or anything. They could be teasers for factions, as I said, teasers for characters, teasers for storylines, teasers for literally everything, and I think the Rinascita is going to be one of these really, really big updates. Now, obviously, as I've gotten to this so early, there might be a few like new lore things that come out in the future, which again, I'll keep you guys updated on if anything, you know, kind of changes. And also, I'll add anything to this video or into another video if any more kind of teasers come out, because this came out 24 minutes ago, and it wouldn't surprise me if in like an hour or so, Wuthering Waves release even more teasers. But again, it does kind of line up with this whole thing that I was talking about in my last video about the kind of Game Awards and the trailers, because obviously they've released this drip marketing, which has been very long awaited for, and it seems like 2.0 could be the next version that's coming out, because they haven't released any kind of drip marketing for any other kind of the characters or something like that for a 1.5, and they've just gone straight to 2.0, which kind of tells me that they're just going to go straight on to 2.0. I mean, they haven't officially confirmed it, but I think with the drip marketing and how they do their drip marketing, it does kind of prove us that 2.0 is going to be coming out very soon, and that it's going to be probably the next update that comes out. And I think with the Game Awards stuff as well, obviously the Game Awards is on the 12th of December, I think it is. It kind of lines up in a kind of like trailer kind of release thing. So maybe we could see a Rinascita trailer come out at the Game Awards, and maybe even something to do with the PlayStation version as well at the Game Awards, which again, I think would be absolutely amazing, and I'll be sure to tune in on that. Maybe I'll even stream it, because again, it's going to be a really, really big event if that does happen. But again, I could be completely wrong, and they'll probably like release a trailer next week before the Game Awards even come out and prove me completely wrong. But again, it is a very, very cool idea to be thinking of, and I think that it does kind of add up, and it does kind of, you know, all come together. But people are going to be talking about a lot of these teasers for a little while, so I definitely recommend, you know, keeping updated on like Twitter and other places like that, because again, people are going to be trying to debunk and kind of solve a lot of, you know, the clues that they've added in this. And as I said, they've actually linked up a lot of the ribbons. Now, I can't really make out what the ribbons say. I did see a picture of them like all linked up. Again, they don't really say anything that important to me, at least, but obviously someone is probably going to uncover that as well. So I think that honestly, this is a very, very cool update that's coming to the game. And I think that version 2.0 is going to bring a whole new kind of feel to Wuthering Waves. Obviously, as you can see with a lot of these teasers, it does have a kind of different feel. The logo for Rinascita just looks like something different and a little bit more serious. And also the overall designs of these new like item things and the overall kind of advertising as well. They've kind of changed it up in difference to like Jinjo and places like that, which again is very exciting to see. And hopefully we do see some kind of changes and some kind of cultural changes as well in Rinascita, because it would be very nice to have some kind of different characters and things like that in the future. So yeah, very, very cool update overall. I'm very excited to see what they can kind of bring with this, and you know, what kind of new characters, new weapons, new story and stuff they, you know, kind of tease and also bring out in the future. And let me know down in the comments what you guys think. What do you think that a lot of these things mean? I mean, there's a lot of things that can kind of be decoded and things like that. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Do you have any kind of ideas on what any of these things could actually be and what Rinascita could be like? And yeah, that's about all I got for this video. So if you did enjoy it, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And also go to GameSubs, as I said, use my code KAZA to get 10% off. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya!